Hey guys, so I'm back in the kitchen, and as you can tell, we got all of the wood cabinets primed. So I wanted to show you what we used. Used this Zinsser bin primer for, it's a stain blocker, and you use it on wood and it blocks any of the tannins in wood. Now I have to say this paint is expensive. I think this gallon was like 80 bucks or something. It was not cheap. Also, it sucks. It doesn't, the quality is good. It's very watery, but it does what it's supposed to do. But when I say it sucks, I mean the smell is very strong. So you need to wear a respirator. If you can, you want to open up the windows. I was having a migraine, so Mom was a champ and ended up painting all of these, except she missed the outside of this cabinet door, which I ended up doing last night by myself, and it was still absolutely horrible. Also, cleanup is not great. You can't just clean it up with soap and water, which we found out the hard way. So I thankfully was able to clean out my paint tray with paint stripper and clean the paintbrush with the paint stripper and was able to save them. So when I went over the door last night, what I ended up doing was line the entire tray with aluminum foil, and I used my foam roller and I just threw the foam roller away. I used a foam brush that I could just throw away when I was done. You know, it's not the most eco-friendly, but as far as cleanup, it saves you a lot of hassle. I think when I do the dining room, I'm going to get one of the paint trays that I can just throw away, or I'll get a liner for this because it's going to be a nightmare. That room is not going to be fun, but as you can see, there's a lot of wood paneling in here that needs to be painted over before I can paint it. I know a lot of people will be screaming about painting over wood paneling, but I personally am not a fan of wood paneling. Something about my childhood, traumatized, hate it. So yeah, I'm painting over it. I think it'll make that room a lot brighter when I'm done with it. But I painted cabinets with the primer. After I had the primer on, I was able to see all the little holes that needed filled, so I put some more putty on them this morning. Well, I just did it. So gonna let that dry, sand them down, and then we can start with the paint. And then we'll be ready to go.